Greetings. This is going to be a collective all 12. Quick. I'm actually going to start with some collective messages that I have been collecting through the last day or so. So the first thing is I keep hearing the cat's meow. So someone is the cat's meow. Something is the cat's meow. Some of you could quite actually have a cat, or there could be a cat around and the cat's meow is going to be the sign. So when you hear the cat meow, it's a sign for something. Or you're being told to bring attention to what you are thinking about when you hear the cat meow. Some people, the cat's meow. You are the cat's meow. So congratulations, unicorn. Something here about a wrinkle in time. A wrinkle in time. I'm not actually familiar with that book or the recent movie that they made of their rendition of the book, but I do believe it's on the banned books list. So something here with reading. Some of you guys could be focusing on reading more literature, reading banned books. The numbers 3 and 8. So 333, 888. Threes are all about teamwork, all about foundations, all about, the Trinity. 8 is a number of refinement, of balance, of infinity. 3 and 8 together is 11, so 1111, that soulmate card. So a lot of people are working on their own foundations, facilitating, their own stability, and from that becoming more balanced. And when one becomes more balanced internally and more focused on one's own stability, I'm seeing 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, then 1111, then you can really manifest the relationship of your dreams. What I tell a lot of people with relationships is, a bakery can find the perfect recipe and cook it perfectly with love and, open their doors and make the best pastries. But if they don't keep up that quality, if they don't make sure that they have quality ingredients, that they're, not overcooking things or undercooking things, that they're just right every single time, every single day, then the bakery's business will eventually, go out. And relationships are no different. So we can't give to a relationship how we give at the beginning all the time unless we're giving to ourselves that much. And there is a key theme of moderation for the collective. So moderation is huge right now. I'm also hearing dilemma. There's a dilemma, collective. Yeah, there's a dilemma. Never eat soggy waffles. Northwest. I don't know if that's gonna come through for someone, but also the song Dilemma by Nelly. No matter what I do, oh, all I think about is you, oh, even when with my boo. Ooh, okay. So for some of my collective, you're with somebody, but you're thinking about somebody else. The song Rain by Trey Songz is coming through. Also for some of you guys, it could just be raining a lot right now, wherever you are, or you could be going through something, going through changes. I believe he says that. Feels like we've been running through the rain. Some of you, could be in kind of a sticky or uncomfortable situation. I'm also hearing alarms. So just making sure, that your alarms are on, turning alarms off. Some of you guys could be hearing alarms. Alarms could be going off around you. Something could be alarming. Also, this is pertaining to the game Telephone, where someone, you sit in a circle with people and someone whispers something to the person, then it goes around the entire circle. And then when it comes out at the very end, you're that's not even remotely what it was at the beginning. So for a lot of my collective, you could be dealing with a situation in work or at home that has been, the picture that has been painted of the situation is not even close to the truth of the matter. Someone could also be painting a totally different image of you, or could be fabricating an image of you in their own mind based off of their own judgments, their own limiting beliefs, and that is affecting how something is going here, collective, and that's why something is going slow. At the same time, we have 6 planets in retrograde, so it's no wonder that things are going a bit slow and things could be going awry at this time, especially when one of those planets is Mars, and Mars is the planet of war and conflict. So and that's actually happening for a couple months, I believe. So there's just a need to really have moderation and focus on the self, focus on balancing the self. And what else? Oh, envying others' success will only hurt you. So anyone who is, watching others or coveting others' energy, and you have green envy internally from watching somebody else, it's advised to just block that person and stop watching that person that you're envious of, because seriously detrimental karma is going to come to you. And I've seen some pretty crazy things. So Spirit is going to put things in front of you that have to be dealt with, and that could also be the dilemma here. I'm also hearing the song Jimmy Cooks by Drake. You don't like the way I talk, then say something. So someone is really doing something behind the scenes here, going back to that telephone game. And there's also the part in the song when it's throw a party for my day ones. So for a lot of my collective, you're realizing who's actually got your back and who's just been completely fake to you the entire time. Starting with Leo tonight, since I forgot Leo yesterday. All right, so we're gonna go from Leo to, what's the sign before Leo? Cancer. So Leo to Cancer. We're doing it a little different tonight. And you guys, I will timestamp this when I'm done. It's just gonna be quick, starting with Leo, King of Wands, already showing up in your own energy, Leo, with the Three of Swords. What's breaking your heart, Leo? Communication coming towards you, ending something, or something that you wanna say to someone, but you don't wanna break their heart. You're just gonna break your heart. Break your heart. I don't know which direction. I don't even know like the exact lyrics of that song. But someone here is only gonna break your heart, or you're only gonna break someone else's heart, Leo. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you don't know your other placements other than your sun sign, then go to Google, type in free birth chart, fill out the information, and figure it out. Leo. Something is really stressing you out at this time and breaking your heart. Lest me remind you, there are 6 planets in retrograde, Leo. Some of you Leos could actually be very seriously considering moving. Oh my gosh. And this is like a secret. Wow. Okay, so for a lot of my Leos, 3 of Wands, Chariot, the World card, the Fool card, all 4 of these cards, Leo, reek of moving. And 3 of them are major arcana. So these 3. So a brand new beginning. First of all, the World card is the very last card of the majors. The Fool card is the very first. So there's a chapter, a cycle ending in your life, Leo. It is inevitable. This cannot end. Part of you is wondering. It's teetering back and forth. I'm hearing the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or pizza. Some of my Leos could be eating pizza. I love pizza. I have pizza at least once a week. Leo, you crave this new beginning. It kind of scares you, but Spirit is actually nudging you towards it. With the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it is your truth. And so Leo, there's something here. You could be totally changing paths. You could be diving into something deeper. You could be moving for a love, moving for a relationship, moving for a job, moving for some new endeavor that is actually going to bring a lot of prosperity to you. For my Leos that are like over 35, Jupiter is like going to be blessing you. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, the planet of expansion. For some of my Leos, like things are really going to be expanding really beautifully for you. From the 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles, something that you've been waiting on forever is going to finally come through. You guys, these readings, I just have to say this, and it's prefaced in my description, but they are for entertainment purposes only. However, that being said, for those who are pregnant or those who are trying to get pregnant, you absolutely will be able to get past that. So for anyone experiencing issues in that area, you will. And if you're not wanting that, then I would be extra safe during this time, Leo. Some of my Leos, you are trying to decide from options. You're so good at what you do, you have more options than you think, Leo, and you really need to hold yourself to give yourself more credit. All right, what's after Virgo? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Some of my Virgos could be disappointed. You won, and it felt like an empty victory. Virgo, some of my Virgos feel like, they had an empty victory. Some of my Virgos, the empty victory could be moving forward on something that you were like, well, I didn't really want to move forward on that anyway, but I have to move forward on that because it's like in alignment with my family or my purpose, but it's really not bringing you happiness. Some of my Virgos are doing something just to appease the people around them or a status, but it's like you're not happy about it. And a lot of my Virgos just really need to rest. A lot of my Virgos just want to hermit away from the world and just be quiet and just like disappear in a cubby and like not talk to people for a while. A lot of my Virgos, you could be dealing with a strong Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or you could have these in your chart, or an Aries. For a lot of my Virgos, you want a new beginning, but it feels like too much work at this time. You're so stressed. There's so much confusion. How do I tie up all these loose ends? 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords. A lot of my Virgos, there is so much baggage of something in the past. This is all mental. You're in a mental prison. In bed, like when you dream at night with the High Priestess and the Four of Swords, something is haunting you in your dreams. There's an energy, Virgo, of like, this is so confusing. Why is this happening to me? And Spirit is like, because we're opening a new door of consciousness for you. Isn't it fun? It's like, I'm sorry if no one told you, but this whole introspective journey is not the most comfortable, and it's not really meant to be, but it's meant to be a deep experience, Virgo. And that could be kind of feeling like you can be feeling the weight, the heaviness of the depth of things. So Virgo, for a lot of you, it can be highly advised for you to do like float tanks, hanging upside down, even hanging from a pull-up bar. You can, for my Virgos who are like, I don't have access to water, I don't have access to any of this stuff, okay, then go to Walmart or Target, get a cheap $20-$30 pull-up bar, put it in your door frame, put your arms on it, and just hang. Hanging is really important for spinal traction. And if you can get upside down and hook your calves on it and hang upside down, then great. And if you're not athletic enough for that, then you can get a yoga swing and put that on the pull-up bar and then hang from the yoga swing. Some of my Virgos, you really need to float. You need to get in water and totally float. You need to do a float tank. You need to hang upside down. And this needs to be every single day. Like, for a lot of my Virgos, this is actually what's going to ground you. There's something here about making all of the energy, like all of your cells, to feel, I don't know, there's just something here about hanging and floating, Virgo. And to hopefully you're not floating because you're using substances. Obviously those things in moderation, Virgo, but I have to say it because it's here. Some of my Virgos could be like, yeah, I'm floating. I'm floating. And I'm like, no, not that kind of floating, Virgo. So some of my Virgos, whether it's pills, food, alcohol, smoke, whatever it is, everything in moderation. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Libra. Some of my Libras could feel a little defensive. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or fellow Libra. Some of my Libras, someone could be trying to seduce you, or you could be wanting to seduce someone, or you could just have conflicting thoughts about family or sex, what you like. Some of my Libras could wake up and realize what your dream was and be like, I don't even want to admit that I had that dream. There's something here, or there's a desire. Some of my Libras also, I just have to say because it's coming out, some of my Libras, something turned you on that you were like, that doesn't turn me on, that offends me, but it actually turns you on, Libra. There's something here in the psyche that's got to get dealt with, Libra, and it is around sexuality and sensuality, the Devil card. Oh, the forbidden fruit is what I'm hearing, Libra, the forbidden fruit. Oh, and it could be kind of weird because it's with the family. Libra, we have the Devil card coming out twice, so this is something that's got to be dealt with. Now, for some of my Libras, there's a Capricorn in the family, and you got to deal with this Capricorn, or there is something obsessively going on in the family. There is some family secret. There's some family codependency here that always comes up, Libra. There is some sort of family lie, or someone is using somebody in the family, and they're controlling them by the puppet strings, Libra. You could be trying to control someone could be trying to control you because it serves them, because it serves you. You guys could be mutually trying to control each other. Two of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. Absolutely. Six of Pentacles to me is a little bit friends with benefits, especially when it's with the Devil. So in a platonic connection, that would be well, I'm using you because what I can get from this. So it's this gives me security, so I'm going to lie to this or whatever to this so that I can get what I need from this. Or this gives me affection. This could be someone who just has someone around so that they can toy with them or play with them, or that they can use them so they can do work for them. It's I don't really care about you, but you do work for me, so I need you, and I'm gonna treat you how I need to treat you so you can do the work that I need you to do. Or this is a connection that's you guys are, there's using going on here. And if not, then there's a hookup with a Capricorn that may want to come back, Libra, or you want to re-hook up with this Capricorn or Cancer or Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but it's a done dog. a dead dog. I'm hearing dog like that, dog. What is that? Someone could be like from the Northeast, born in the Northeast. For some of my Libras, 10 of Swords in the reverse. Someone wants to revisit a situation. Could be around hanky-panky, could be around family, but it was a toxic situation. With the Chariot in the reverse, there's no forward growth from this. There can be comfort here, but with the Four of Pentacles, it's a stifling situation, Libra. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Scorpio. Some of my Scorpios could be moving. You could be getting into a new exercise regime. Some of my Scorpios, you're between a rock and a hard place. Some of my Scorpios, you're feeling love with the Sacred Union card and the Ace of Wands. Some of my Scorpios are getting laid. King of Wands, some of you guys could be dealing with an Aries, Sag, Leo, especially with the Knight of Wands. Some of my Scorpios are entrepreneurs and your business is moving forward. You're having more clients this week. You could even be traveling for work. So my Scorpios, you definitely deal with other people and you have to like have a certain set demeanor. You have to be cautious because like people are watching you. There's certain rules. Like you could be, you know, like a law thing or, you know, with anything where people are like watching over. So like schools, it's like schools, hospitals, law firms, banks, you know, things where things are run a certain way, operated in a certain way, Scorpio, and you showing up at the bottom here with the Death card. You know, Scorpio you're a fixed sign, so you like the comfort and the stability that being a part of like society bides you, but it's not entirely fulfilling. And so it's fulfilling for a time, but then there's always this part of you, Scorpio, that wanders and yearns for, Two of Wands with the Ace of Cups, some new beginning elsewhere. Anywhere but here, somewhere but here, somewhere over the rainbow, Scorpio. Yeah, and you're going to be celebrating soon. I do see you definitely having new roommates or new housing situation or some celebration when it comes to your foundation. Stability looks good here. Scorpio, you're also being told that you need more rest. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Sagittarius. Some of my Sagittariuses can also be traveling. You can be feeling kind of left out. You can have, okay, well, you're showing up here, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign or an air sign. You are making decisions about a new beginning. Yeah, making decisions within your home. Some of my Sagittariuses who are fathers, you could be like, oh wow. Some of my Sagittariuses, you're a father, but you're not with your baby's mama. So you're like co-parenting and then your baby mama has another guy. I'm talking to a Sagittarius here who has a child, but there's another man in his child's life and that really bothers him. But Spirit is actually saying that you guys actually can get along and there can be like commingling here. For some of my Sagittariuses, you aren't out about it, but you are into men. And for some of my Sagittariuses, you are out about it and you're just a gay guy. I'm just speaking to a gay Sagittarius man right here. For some of my Sagittarius men, you try and act like you're straight, but you're definitely into men here with 3 Kings and the Fool, 2 of Cups, and the Sacred Union card. Some of my Sagittariuses, there's like completion to a cycle. There's something here of disappointment, trying to be. I'm hearing the song by Eminem, 'cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? And the paper and the news, it's the way my jam, something, I don't know. 5 of Wands at the bottom of my deck with the Knight of Wands energy, Sagittarius. Some of you guys are just in a straight up fuck it. Like, throw the newspapers, flip the table over, just fuck it. Total fuck it mode. Some of my Sagittariuses, people could be upset that you're leaving, upset that you're moving away from a situation. People could have really depended on you. For some of my Sagittariuses, I'm hearing, say you will, say you won't, say you'll do what I don't, C'est la vie. So c'est la vie. So what? C'est la vie. Some of my Sagittariuses, you're going from one situation or one job or one, home setting or community to a different community, and you're just like gung-ho about it. 2 of Cups, the Knight of Wands with the World card, with the Fool card. You're so excited about this beginning, and everyone behind you is like so sad about this beginning. Like people are literally fighting over you, but they can't be fighting over you when you're not even around, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Yes, Devin, in the paper, the news, every day. Yep, that song. I love it. All right, Capricorn. Some of my Capricorns, you're debating on leaving a work situation. You're wondering, oh yeah, with the Tower here. And the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands. Some of my Capricorns, you're exploring a new work endeavor. You're dipping your toes into your life's purpose with the Sacred Union card and the Hangman here. Some of my Capricorns, you're having a eureka. I'm hearing eureka moment. So yeah, some of my Capricorns, you're having a total eureka moment about something. You could be having a eureka moment about the love of your life, someone that you treated like a hookup, but you actually really love them, or Capricorn, someone could be doing this to you. Yep, what did I just say? Someone who you treated like a hookup, or they treated you like a hookup. 6 of Pentacles. I'm just going to sprinkle some breadcrumbs your way, even though I know you're worth the whole bagel. Wants to come back in, Knight of Cups, and offer, or you're wanting to do this to them, Capricorn, with the Hangman here. This could be an Aries or a Pisces, someone with strong Aries, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer in their chart, Capricorn. There is something here about divine timing, growth needing to occur. Capricorn, you could have been stuck in your head for a while. Someone else could have been stuck in their head for a while after a long period of separation with the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Swords in the reverse, with the Knight of Swords. There will be communication. So Capricorn, you are being told to reach out to that person. Yeah, there can be a lot of confusion, or some of my Capricorns, you've tried a lot of different people, but only one person feels like home, and now you have to go tell that person that they feel like home. You guys could be at a distance from each other, but with the Family card and the 3 of Wands, you feel like this person is your person. There can be like obsessiveness and obsession in this connection, so I wouldn't say it's like the most healthy. It can be a bit codependent with the 5 of Cups card. This connection could have been separated because there needs to be more self-worth, and there needs to be more genuine self-love and like authentic embodiment of one's soul. Like someone here is not really honoring themselves, and so Spirit's like, no, you get to meet your person, but you don't get to be with them yet, because you have some growing up to do and they have some growing up to do. And no, you're not going to be totally dry, but at the same time, the connections that you have in the meantime are going to kind of suck and be plain. So like, don't have that high expectations, but your home life will be stable and steady, Capricorn. In business situations, this can also be the same thing. Certain business situations just aren't really pining out, and you're so frustrated and you're pushing and pushing. And Capricorn, you're being told here to get creative, to care about yourself more, to do what you love, not what you think you have to do that makes you money. There's something here, you're going about it in a different way that is actually slowing things down for you. And for a lot of my Capricorns, everyone knows I'm in over my head with 8 seconds. Dun, 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 dun. She's on your mind. Okay, so what is that? The Fray. Over my, isn't it just Over My Head, I think, by the Fray. I would look at that song. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius. All right, for a lot of my Aquarians, you are also juggling back and forth on something. Ooh, to sleep with them or to not sleep with them. To hook up with them or to not hook up with them. To go for this or to not go for this. Okay, Aquarius. Oh, yeah, to cheat or not to cheat. For some of my Aquarians, you are definitely wondering to cheat or not to cheat, to go for this person or not to go for this person. You're looking at someone like they're a snack, Aquarius, or they could be looking at you like you're a snack. Oh yeah, could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or a Scorpio here. But Aquarius, if you want to do this right, you need to end something before you go somewhere else. Or you need to make sure somebody else ends something before they go to you, unless you really want that karma, Aquarius. Some of my Aquarians in the workplace, yeah, you're contemplating moving, you're contemplating going for this other job somewhere, something that's more passionate. Some of my Aquarians could be contemplating leaving a place where they work to open their own establishment, and it's pertaining to their passions. Some of my Aquarians, you could be in sports, you could be doing something physically with your body, or that's outside. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, because there's double Scorpio cards here. Some of my we're in Aquarius, yeah? Some of my Aquarians could be moving in November, and you want to offer something to someone when you move. There's something here about like seasonal work, seasonal things. Some of my Aquarians, you're gaining knowledge in something. Spirit is telling you to rest for the next 4 weeks while you can. Spirit says also, Aquarius, there's a lot of success for you in the next 6 weeks. So I feel like the 2 weeks after the next 4 weeks are going to be really powerful for you. So some of my Aquarians see what the 2 weeks are 4 weeks from now. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Some of you guys could be moving, or you could be dealing with an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Some of my Pisces can be upping their sex drive. Oh, my Pisces are having sex. Congratulations, Pisces. you're getting laid. The Pisces that I'm talking to is definitely getting laid. The Devil with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands here, you are sleeping with a Capricorn, an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And you feel like this person is like, this is the cat's meow energy, you guys, at the very beginning of the reading, Pisces. Someone is the cat's meow. Someone here, this goes into Aquarius's reading yesterday, which I highly recommend Pisces to watch, because a lot of you Pisces that are watching this are actually an Aquarius, but you don't even know it, because in Vedic sidereal astrology, which is where the planets actually were when you were born, if you were born like March 15th or earlier, so March 15th, 14th, 13th, all the way up to February, you're actually an Aquarius. You're not a Pisces. You're an Aquarius. Because the Western charts, the Western signs were designed off of the man-made calendar, which is fixed. And the planets in the sky are not fixed to the man-made calendar, hence we have leap year, et cetera, et cetera. So for a lot of my Pisces, you're actually an Aquarius. And yesterday in the Aquarians read, I was talking about sex and kinks. So for a lot of my Pisces, you have certain kinks that you've never been able to express or explore, that you've only been able to fantasize about while you're touching yourself. Sorry guys, I just have to say what's coming out. The Knight of Wands, when you get this kind of energy, and you guys, it's just clarifying everything I'm saying, because the Sacred Union card is right under it. So for a lot of my Pisces, there's certain things, their desires, their wishes that you feel are wrong, that you feel were bad, that you feel were dirty. Someone told you those desires, those kinks were dirty and wrong. And Pisces, guess what? The person that you're meeting or the person that you're with doesn't see any of them as wrong. In fact, they love you because they also have these kinks. They also have these desires. So for a lot of my Pisces, you are finally getting a partner that you get to explore all of your wildest dreams and fantasies with. And congratulations. And if anyone hates on it, just have some more sex for them. Have an orgasm for the haters. Okay, Pisces, that's what your advice is. Go have an orgasm. King of Wands for all of your haters. So what? Yeah, King of Wands, Ace of Wands again. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Aries. Ooh, Pisces, that was a crazy read. All right, so for a lot of my Aries, yeah, there is your heart is broken over a situation. There's something here that you are trying to get over. You could have been disconnected from a strong soulmate recently. Definitely over some sort of gossip or fighting with the Five of Wands and the Page of Swords. There's a lot of petty, immature energy around. And so Aries, this is a situation with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands. You just had in the Ten of Swords. Aries, you got away from a toxic situation. With the Five of Wands and the Page of Swords, it's like whoever you are associating with, whether this is work, family, friends, or relationship, someone here is just really wanting to keep you in a specific space. They want to keep like the glass ceiling over your head. They want to make sure you don't rise above this certain place. And they get really upset, or, if someone knew you like in your past, it's like they're trying to elicit the past previous behaviors, the previous evolutions of you. And you've grown, you've matured with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sacred Union card, Aries. You're an entirely new evolution of yourself. You're balanced. You love yourself. You know what true love is, and you're unconditional with it. But you also are not going to be, I'm hearing the song Nobody's Fool by Avril Lavigne. So for a lot of my Aries, I'm nobody's fool. I would go listen to the lyrics of Nobody's Fool. And that's, you just like, someone called your bluff and you were like, oh, really? Peace. And Aries, you knew that this was divinely timed for you. And you could have a lot of options, Aries, with the Seven of Cups. With the Emperor, you are standing in your own energy, so there can be an energy here of like you don't even care about these options. There's like an Aries energy of people caring about what you're up to and you just like not giving a fuck about anything. You're just like Knight of Wands, Emperor, with the Sacred Union, the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of my Aries, you're just like going, you're going on your path, you're going, and it's like if anyone tries to like, I don't even know. It's like you're not slowing down for these people to even tap on your shoulder. With the High Priestess and the Judgment card, you know who to be quiet to, what messages to just not even respond to. For a lot of my Aries, you're leaving a ton of people on red and you're just like breaking their hearts with the High Priestess and the Three of Swords here. I just have to say it. You leaving people on red, you ghosting, you being quiet in a situation is making others mad, which makes no sense because you're just like, I just don't even want to touch this. It's like people are trying to bait you. So it goes into the tug of war statement the other day. So, and with a rope, if two people are pulling on this rope in a game of tug of war, all it takes is one person to let go of the rope for both people to start healing. So Aries, basically someone is mad here because you're like forcing them to heal because you've completely left a toxic situation and they're pissed about it and they're trying to bait you to grab the end of the rope and play tug of war with them again because it's not over. Aries, gross. Keep doing what you're doing. You're owning it. Keep moving forward. You're standing in your own energy with the Emperor. It is your major arcana here with the Wheel of Fortune. You know your truth, and that's Jupiter bringing in blessings and abundance to you. Yeah, with a lot of my Aries, you're going on a new endeavor. You're healing with the Four of Swords. You're keeping to yourself with the Ace of Pentacles. Good to go, Aries. Crunch Wrap Supreme. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. A lot of my Taurans could be stressed. You want to reach out to someone from the past. You could be reaching out to someone in the past. For some of my Taurans, you're just creeping on somebody from the past, and Spirit says it's not really a good idea because Taurus, they're really happy, and that could kind of upset you that they're really happy. But why are you going to be upset if someone that you cared about in the past is happy, Taurus? Shouldn't you be happy about that? Now, if this isn't you, then it's vice versa. Some people are looking at you, Taurus, and they're like upset that you're happy, but they really like love you and care about you, so they say. But they don't really, because if they really loved you and cared about you, then they would love and care that you're happy, Taurus. So somebody here just simply has never really had healthy love. They've never really had role models of healthy love, healthy relationships, Taurus. And because of that, the way that they love you is true in its own way, but it's just in its own way. And there is a lot of love here, Six of Cups, Two of Cups, Taurus, but there's a lot of immaturity. There's a lot of like old family wounds, Page of Swords with the family card playing out here and replaying here. So for some of my Taurans, you could be with someone you're like, this kind of feels like my mom, this kind of feels like my dad, or this kind of feels like what I witnessed. And Spirit's like, yeah, and that's why you're in this connection. So you can leave this connection and heal from that dynamic, or so you guys can heal this together. But you really have to ask yourself, Taurus, how long has it been, and have you been trying to change this person, or are they just like not quite there with you? For some of my Taurans, you are going to move away from this situation, and it's going to bring you immense peace, happiness, and the actual love of your life with the Ten of Cups here. For some of my Taurans, you're going to reconcile with this person. Because Taurus is stubborn as heck, and you're going to hold on to them with all your might. For some of my Taurans, though, you're definitely walking away with the Three of Swords. Now, for some of my Taurans in a work situation, you feel like you had to stick up for yourself and perhaps leave something behind that you really cared about. With the Eight of Cups, you had to kind of turn off your emotions from it, though. So you'd be like, no, I didn't care. But it's just because you turned off your emotions to something. Taurus, if you have to turn off your emotions to get by in a situation or to proceed forward, then you really need to ask yourself, why are you betraying yourself in that way, where you're having to like emotionally numb to like succeed in the workforce or so. Because it doesn't have to be that way. You can have both. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Gemini. With the Eight of Wands here and the Chariot, some of my Geminis could be moving. Some of my Geminis, you're traveling for work. Some of my Geminis, you are arguing if you have like a baby with somebody and you are not with that person. You could be arguing about like pickup times or school, or taking this person to like taking the child to extracurriculars, or this could even be like parent schedules. There's something here, Gemini, with like schedules getting all crammed up. Definitely children involved here, or something around animals, pets, or responsibilities. Anything that you're responsible over, like if you're a teacher, or you work with patients, or you work with clients in some capacity. There's just a lot going on here, Gemini. Some of my Geminis, you could be dealing with Aries, Sag, Leo, Cancer, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of my Geminis, you could be really coming into a lot of wealth by walking away from a situation, by moving. For some of my Geminis, you really walk into wealth by leaving corporate and becoming your own entity, with the Emperor and the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles here, being your own boss, stepping away, even though people might be gossiping. For a lot of my Geminis, something that you're in is too much of a burden at this point, and it's time for you to make the judgment call, pull the plug. I'm hearing pull them off life support, and for you to go do your own thing. Because Gemini, once you do your own thing, once you're your own entity here and you separate from whatever this thing is, this conglomerate that you're connected to, it's really going to bring you a lot of success. Slow and steady wins the race with the Knight of Pentacles, but you do have to constantly make movement on this with the Knight of Wands. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer. Cancer. With the Page of Swords, be cautious here about gossiping about others, or others could be gossiping about you. There could be curiosity about second chances in a work situation, or looking for the work of your dreams, looking for something that doesn't exhaust you so much. You could have a lot of love for a situation, but you're so tired, you're plumb worn out on it, and you feel like your path is taking you in a different direction. For some of my Cancers, you're just really, really busy doing what you love, and you love it, but you are exhausted doing it. And Spirit is saying be cautious of burnout, because you are quite on the precipice. So Cancer, if you can, take some, at least 3 days if you can, to hermit away. Yeah, with the Hermit, or the Hangman and the Moon card, strong Pisces, Cancer energy here. So you could be dealing with another Cancer or a Pisces. We have water, fire, and air here. We don't have any earth yet. So for a lot of my Cancers, you're being told to ground yourself. For a lot of my Cancers, be cautious of the highs and the lows. You know, every high peak is always going to come with its low valley, in relationships and individually. However, the more that we kind of moderate our own energy before we get to that place of burnout in a relationship or in a work setting, Cancer, the more that you can come back from it and rejuvenate yourself that much more quickly. And with the Nine of Pentacles, I see you achieving this. There's also a strong need here, Cancer, to make sure that your connections are always interdependent and independent individually. You know, it's so easy for Cancers to get codependent because Aslesha, being their nakshatra, and the Aslesha nakshatra like wraps itself around its lover. So you kind of like spin people. I'm hearing the song, I'm spinning here inside your spell. That's Mac Miller. So my Cancers, go listen to Mac Miller. Chill out and listen to Mac Miller, okay? With the Chariot card here and the Magician. Maybe make some tunes yourself, Cancer. Some of my Cancers, you're being told to connect to music more, to make music, listen to it. If you don't make it, then perhaps pick up an instrument in the next few months and surprise yourself. Some of my Cancers, you could surprise yourself by moving. I know I said moving before, but it's like something, it's like, no, that wouldn't happen. I just closed on this place. I just signed this lease. But Cancer, there's something here about you needing to break away from the mold, and you needing to break away from, I'm hearing the status quo, but really just from people are putting their problems on you, and people are kind of masking what Spirit wants you to really get out of yourself in this lifetime. Spirit is like, Cancer, life is only so much. Life is so short. When are you going to put yourself first and stop? Like, yes, being of service is important to you, Cancer. However, there's a part of the seat of your soul that really, really is craving, and it's begging you to let you pull away from a relationship, pull away from your work, and really just hermit yourself, to write that book, learn that instrument, play that music, write that album. There's like a legacy here, Cancer. And after Cancer is Leo. And I started with Leo. All right. If you guys would like a private reading, then hit me up. And yeah, if these don't resonate, there are also predictions that are not quite happened yet, because it's a prediction. So give it some time, listen to a previous reading, but also remember that these are general readings, so it may not be your read today. Bless you.